if you had to leave guys listening to this, given your whole story, chronic pain, job changes, career changes, identity shifts, finding out something as profound as the family shift, and I gave you the mic for a minute or two, what would you want? And speak. There's a female audience listening to this, but primarily to men. What would you say to men?
Well, first, I would say, to your point about how things have changed even over the last 20 years for yourself and how quickly it's happened more recently. I mean, we can think about our parents' generation and how change happened for them faster than their parents and faster than their parents. And we're
Mm-hmm.
on this exponential curve that even for the next 10, it's going to be a lot more than the last 100. So
Yeah.
we have to strap in for that, right? And be ready for that. But for men specifically, I guess you mentioned how this fear of the unknown. I think that, again, we are these creatures that we haven't changed much from 250,000 years ago when we evolved into, being Homo sapiens. And we have a very good fear of the unknown that is very healthy, because to go out into the unknown means you're going to be killed by a neighboring tribe or a
Yeah.
tiger. And now, so it's great that we're programmed with that. But now we don't have to have those same fears, in the sense of it's not nearly as scary. And every time we have this fear of leaning into the unknown, we can know that it's never been easier or safer or a better time to lean into the unknown. And in fact, like, I think that there is so much more magic and so much more expansion and growth that we can do by looking for places of unknown and just fully leaning into it. And then the more you do it and the more you realize it's not so scary and the more you grow and become evolved as a person, the more you want to do it, the more you realize that
Yeah.
your identity isn't in this little capsule, but it's this
Right.
thing that you continually get to define and refine and grow. So I love the spaces on the unknown. I think that's the most exciting now, but it was
Yeah.
a place that I would never want to go to before.